Good morning, y'all. It's Friday, February the 28th, the day of the shopping blackout, which I hope all of you are doing, because that's one way to make your voice heard. And I want to talk about a little bit that earlier video I mentioned how to be a revolutionary in your own personal life, because we are systematically taught by the people who want to own us that we have no power and we just have to go along with whatever their program is or else. Not true. Not true. You always have a choice. You have a choice where you're going to spend your money and where that money is going to go once you do. You have a choice in terms of how much you will put up with from your employer before you either find another job or help form a union. There's lots of things that an individual can do. And the history of this country is filled with that. Protest is essential to the freedoms we enjoy in the United States, even though Trump and Musk are doing everything they can to take them away. If you've never watched the film Gandhi, I suggest that you do, because Gandhi, for all his flaws, was the founder of the non-cooperation and nonviolence movement. The powers that be, of course, eviscerated the non-cooperation part out. One of the problems I have with most of the MLK, Martin Luther King celebrations is they only talk about nonviolence. The narrative is all about nonviolence, 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 which completely discounts the daily violence that people have to deal with in our lives just in order to survive. Humiliations from our employer, humiliations from the landlords. It just goes on and on. Gandhi's method was non-participation. In other words, if a system or a situation is unjust, don't participate in it, or participate it in such a way that it frightens the power that assumes you are down on your knees and they have their boot on your neck, period. For example, if you live in a building where the landlord ignores the maintenance on the building, maybe you can organize everyone to wait until the 10th to pay their rent, because technically you have a 10-day grace period by law. If all of you wait till the 10th day to pay the rent, delivers a clear message to the landlord. You're organized and they need to start listening to you, or else, period. Of course, you can also call any of the regulatory agencies wherever you live. But this is what a day like today is about. Don't shop at any of the businesses that rejected the idea of diversity, equity, and inclusion, because that's not just about people of color, it's about queer people as well. And by the way, don't shop at any of those stores, not just today, but going forward, if you can help it. I understand Target has already backpedaled on the issue. Too bad. I don't need anything Target has enough to set foot in one of their stores, unless I'm in some sort of emergency and have no other choice. But the rest of the time, I prefer to give my money to people and corporations who reflect my own values. You should think about doing the same thing. Just don't drink the Kool-Aid about being powerless. Everyone has power. Everyone. You have a daily choice how much you have to cooperate with the people who are oppressing you versus how much you can push back. There's all kinds of ways to do it, but you're probably not going to get that information from any of the mainstream media, which is also owned by the oligarchs. Remember all this the next time you vote, and in the meanwhile, there are ways to organize to send a clear message to the powers that be that you're not happy. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday and looking forward to a great weekend.